Alright guys, this is going to be the Kendama News Roundup. February 2017, and there's a lot of stuff that happened in February. Look at my notes. For that reason, let's just jump right in. First up, there were a couple things that happened at the end of January that I wanted to mention. First thing was a really cool edit by KENDAMALUKAS on the Chrome channel called Maple Madness. It was just a really fresh and very well done edit. I really enjoyed it, so I would just recommend checking that out if you haven't seen it already. LUNATAC announced a team of slayers and influencers. This is a non-exclusive team that just means that they can also be sponsored by other companies. Through LUNATAC, Steven Diaz launched a really cool, very fun video announcing that, which you should definitely check out as well if you haven't already. And then a Kendama camp was announced through Sweets Kendamas on their Instagram. I don't actually know much about this. I'm sure we'll find out more as time goes on. Okay, into February proper. Let's talk about Kendama USA first. First things up, new tribe member, Emmy Evans was announced as tribe for Kendama USA. So check out her tribe announcement video. It's a lot of fun. Jake Wiens released a video with him in Louisiana with the help of Jero. I think was fantastic. One of my favorite videos so far of the year for sure, and one of my favorite videos that's been released in the last several months. They did a great job putting together something very fun, kind of a longer video. I would recommend checking that out. Big news for Kendama USA is the newest pro was announced. Wyatt Bray is now an official pro with Kendama USA. That's super exciting. I know for me it came as a surprise actually. Kept it kind of secret pretty well. They announced his new pro mod, which is really cool, comic book themed. Definitely check out his pro announcement video. It's a great video and it explains the mod, and super exciting to see the next Kendama USA Pro. TJ Kolesnik has been releasing more vlogs and more videos on his personal channel. Check those out. Also, Dylan Westmoreland released a new vlog, a D West and Russ vlog episode number 2, which you should check out. And then lastly, related to Kendama USA is ClickClack Radio, which is run by Haley Bischoff and Molly Harney. That has gone underway this past month. They've released 3 episodes, an introduction episode, an episode with Joshua Flowgrove from Bonsai Kendamas, and an episode with Matt Rice, pro for Terra, owner of DWI, co-owner of Grain Theory. So check out those are on YouTube right now. I don't know if they're syndicated yet out through iTunes, but definitely check those out. And if I hadn't said it already, links to all this stuff will be in the description. Anything that I talk about, you'll be able to find info down below. Alright, let's talk about Sweets Kendama. Their pros kind of launched a 28 tricks later thing, kind of a play on 28 days later. And it is 1 trick per day, every day for the month of February, which is really cool. I didn't participate, I had a lot of other stuff going on, but I did something very similar when I first started playing. I did 30 tricks in 30 days. It's a great idea. Kind of the biggest Sweets news of this month has been the release of the Sweets Prime Kendamas. The Sweets Prime Kendamas look like they're based off of the next gen Kendamas that I talked about in the last news video, but they are the much cheaper version that's not produced here in the United States. They're made at a beach. There's a bunch of different paint options. There's a sticky paint option that's painted again overseas, and that option has 3 different paint styles with a bunch of different colors, 9 different colors in total. And then in addition to that, you have the Sweets Prime Customs, which are painted in-house with Pro Clear and Cushion Clear. So overall, new shape, cool. I'm excited to check those out and see how they play in the future. And then lastly, for Sweets Kendamas, the Pro team has been releasing Pro edits on each of the pros. So far they've gone through Willie P, Christian Fraser, and Matt Sweets himself. Those are all really good videos and talk more about who they are and how they are a Sweets Pro. So definitely recommend checking out those videos. Let's talk about Terra Kendama for a minute. Terra Kendama had a couple of pill trick contests on Instagram, which were really fun to watch. I wanted to participate in each one, and each time I didn't get it done. But they had 2 different pill contests, which were cool. And then they are about to release, like any day. They weren't released earlier today, but they're going to release a bunch of hand-turned kendamas, which so unique and so special. So they're releasing the Terraply kendamas that have been hand-turned by Alex Smith himself. And then Rodney, Rod Dama, is releasing a line of rod kendamas that are hand-turned by him. So definitely be on the lookout for when those drop. They're going to be, in my opinion, rather priceless. I'm sure they're not going to be cheap, but they'll probably be worth it at whatever price that they're set at. Also for Terra Kendama, there was announced a Terra Flow team member, Junya Sato. So check out his little announcement edit. That's pretty cool to see a member of the Terra Flow team. All right, Grain Theory. Grain Theory released this month officially on their website the Grain Theory 1.5s. The 1.5s have a very different angled base cup. So it's not a drill hole, but it's not a traditional cup. It's kind of this hybrid thing. So those sold out very quickly, but they're very interesting in design, and I'm curious to see how they play and what people's impressions are. Some people love them. I've talked to some people who aren't so fond of them, but it's a very interesting and bold design. It's cool to see Grain Theory continue to push kendama design in some different ways than other people are doing. Curious to see what else happens and if they ever come up with the GT2 after the 1.5. It looks like Res Kendama Res does some really cool collabs, but their most recent collab is with Sulab. They're doing some exclusive pastel colors that will only be available in Japan. Those look amazing. RWB just released the pro mods for Joey Swisher and EJ Williams, and those were both released and are available to buy just today. Just today they went on sale, $60 each. They're a new shape, so it's got like a bullet tip, but like a classic shape. They are painted by Sour Mash, and they look really nice. You got a birch one, you got an ash one. I think they look really killer, and I'm sure they play great. So check those out. And if nothing else, even if you're not going to buy one, go to RWB and read the descriptions for each of those. I think they're very entertaining. PNW Kendamas, Pacific Northwest Kendamas, released their batch 2 of the Kotodama. Last I checked, yesterday, there were still some available. I know the first batch sold out very quickly. The second batch, there might still be some available, so go check those out. Atlantic Kendama released 2 new Kendamas, their algae and their honey Kendamas. Those look really nice. Go to their site to check those out. And last weekend was the New York Toy Fair, and I believe Sweets, Kendama USA, and Terra at least went to the Toy Fair. It was fun to watch on Instagram and see kind of that event going on. The Chrome Takeover just happened this weekend, a couple days ago. They teamed up with Soul Kendamas. Rudy won first place in the freestyle, and Jake Fisher won first place in the Pro Division. So that looked like it was a lot of fun. Chrome's really good at releasing videos of events, so I'm looking forward to seeing upcoming video from that event. If you missed it, on FKC, Ace has been releasing over the course of the last several months these insane consistency videos. He started with, several months ago, 500 Earth turns in a row. And then he released 700 Earth turns in a row. And then this month, February, he did 1,000 Earth turns in a row and kind of blew everybody's mind. And then it was like a week or two later, very shortly after, he released 1,300 Earth turns in a row. And for all I know, he's released one since then, but the guy is crazy. The consistency is out of this world. Very impressive. Go find that. I'm sure it's a world record, right? It's got to be. WSB Kendama has been releasing more vlogs, so go check those guys out. They're just getting started with their YouTube channel, but they're having a lot of fun, and I believe they deserve some views. Also, Blake Brown released a new video, a new kind of comedy parody Kendama video / unboxing, which very funny, kind of puts my unboxings to shame. So go check out Blake Brown's video.
One of my inspirations, PJ Kolesnik.
And then the last thing I want to mention is Easy with Zumadanke has a kind of a performance showcase recently, doing some performance kendama to the song Closer. I would just encourage you to check out that little performance piece. It's really well done, and kind of, he's doing something that no one else is really doing right now. All right, guys, we made it through all of it. All of it's done. That's all the news for February. Hopefully I didn't miss too much, but if I did miss anything big, let me know in the comments as usual. As far as this channel is concerned, I got a lot of videos in the pipeline that are coming up. I'm just having a hard time finding time to edit them, finding time to film them. The weather has been crazy over here. It's been raining and then snowing and then raining and then hailing. So I'm also going to be getting a new setup courtesy of Downspike. So the next news video you see is going to be arranged a little differently. It's going to be pretty cool, hopefully. And speaking of Downspike, if you haven't already signed up for Downspike, definitely do that. If you already are on Downspike and you want to make sure you catch these videos when I release them, follow me on Downspike, and that way you'll get a notification when because I will always post these news videos to Downspike. And so if you follow me on Downspike, then you will get a notification when they go up, and so you'll see them right away. So I think that's it. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. It's probably the longest one so far because it was the most things that happened. Appreciate your guys' support. Leave me any more suggestions or comments, feedback. I love it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in next month's Kendama News video, or I'll see you around in another video. All right, bye guys.